And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sierra College for today's game one of this week's three-game set, featuring your Sierra College Wolverines taking on the visiting Folsom Lake College Falcons. Going to be a good one, scheduled for 2 p.m. That is just under a half hour away. We'll be back in about 20 minutes to do team introductions. If you are watching this live, you can, of course, rejoin us then. But if you are checking this out recorded later on today or sometime in the future, you can go ahead and skip ahead about 20 minutes for the intros. We welcome you all for game one of this week's series featuring the Sierra College Wolverines taking on the visiting Folsom Lake College Falcons. Wanted to let you know, let your family and friends know, pass it along if you could, that today's game is being live streamed. We will be live on YouTube at Sierra College Baseball Live. Once again, Sierra College Baseball Live. Today's game will be put out there on YouTube. Of course, you could watch it live or you could watch it on delay. We are just minutes away from the introduction of today's starting lineups. Hey, look at that. Official 1, official 2. We've got umpires. I like it. And welcome those of us out here in internet streaming land. If you are here, please check in. Your attendance is, of course, without reward other than you get to watch a great game today. A couple good teams here atop the Big Eight. Sierra College Wolverines taking on the Folsom Lake College Falcons. And it's time for our meeting at the plate. Managers for each team coming out to say hi to the officiating staff today. Of course, Ryan Evangelo and Rich Gregory, coaches for this year. Sierra College Wolverines and your Folsom Lake College Falcons, who are the visiting team today.
That's such like a fancy setup.
It's Jesse, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've got a little bit more going on today because I do live stream as well. So we put this out, a little play-by-play and all sorts of good stuff. We have a brand new person joining us in the booth today, folks. Jesse over there running the scoreboard. Tony, our normal scorekeeper who does the book live on computer, is not here, so you're not going to get any live stats today. But hopefully we'll keep you informed what's going on. You can watch it for yourself. And welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's introduce today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Folsom Lake College Falcons. And leading off today for the Falcons, number 14, center fielder Trajan Rogowski. Batting second, number 52, shortstop Micah Kendrick. Batting third, number 17, third baseman Connor Barth. Batting fourth, number 1, right fielder Michael Ryan. Batting fifth, number 0, left fielder Quincy Malbrough. Batting sixth, number 12, designated hitter Asa Martinez. Batting seventh, number 34, first baseman Julian Clavel. Batting eighth, number 37, second baseman Dylan Green. Batting ninth, number 10, catcher John Handy. And starting on the mound today for the Falcons, number 36, Andy Harriet. And now let's introduce your Sierra College Wolverines. Leading off, number 32, center fielder Landon Vetter. Batting second, number 15, designated hitter Cody Ferrante. Batting third, number 9, shortstop Cohen Meyer. Batting fourth, number 20, first baseman Devin Carter. Batting fifth, number 1, second baseman Brady Ranello. Batting sixth, number 25, left fielder Andrew Wasilchuk. Batting seventh, number 36, catcher Jake Redding. Batting eighth, number 33, third baseman Colin Gallagher. And batting ninth, number 14, right fielder Jack Peterson. Starting on the mound for your Wolverines, number 44, Matthias Michelle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your hats facing the flag in left field as we honor our nation with the national anthem. And we are here. We are ready. Game one Sierra versus Folsom Lake, a beautiful sunshiny day, folks. If you would have seen the field yesterday at the scheduled game time, 2 p.m. on Tuesday, you would have witnessed a downpour along with a little bit of thunder going on. Not too much lightning right here, but it was definitely in the area. And so game was moved forward well in advance because we knew the weather was going to be here. It wasn't going to work. So moved it forward one day. Here we are, bright, shiny day. And Matthias Michel on the mound for your Wolverines taking on Andy Harriet. The Wolverines coming into today 18-9 overall. Folsom Lake 20-8. As both teams out there vying for second in the Big Eight. Santa Rosa, of course, sits atop the Big Eight as well as the state, number one in the state. But there's still plenty of room for a lot of competition, as these two teams well know. Just a couple short years ago, it was these two teams who would be representing Northern California in the Triple C 2A Final Four for college baseball. It was Sierra and Folsom Lake. Sierra would finish third in that tournament, Folsom Lake fourth. But we're ready to go now. It's a new year and new teams. Leading off today for the Falcons, number 14, center fielder Trajan Rogowski. And that first strike comes at 206. So we're underway. Matthias Michel throwing strikes just like we like it. 0-2 count to Trajan Rogowski, the center fielder. Did not go for that one, just outside the edge of the plate, 1-2. He'll be followed by Micah Kendrick, Connor Barth, Michael Ryan, Quincy Marlborough, Asa Martinez, Julian Clavel, Dylan Green, and John Handy. That's 1-9 for the Falcons. Pitch outside as the Wolverines catcher Jake Redding gets out there, makes the stop. 2-2 count. That pitch inside takes us to a full count. Rogowski with the .326 batting average on the year. 27 of the 28 games. 26 of the 28 games with 25 starts for the Falcons. And he swings. First foul ball as that one heads out of the ballpark, off to the right. Behind us, looks like headed for the Sierra softball field directly behind us. Sharp hit. It's going to be a little blooper to the second baseman and the quick out. Not a quick out. There was a lot of pitches right there, but out number one in the books. Now batting number 52, shortstop Micah Kendrick. Kendrick with a .294 batting average comes up to face Michel. First pitch, a ball. Kendrick from Jasper, Texas, coming all the way to Folsom. Swing and a miss. Six foot 180 freshman. And we're already hearing the chatter going on from both teams. Getting vocal. So are some rivals. And again, a little bit of history between these two teams. Folsom Lake, one of the newest colleges in our area, but really established themselves as a pretty darn good baseball program. So it's been some great competition between these two teams the last several years. That strike ties it up, 2-2, 1 out. The second batter here, Micah Kendrick. Connor Barth is on deck. Pitch up and outside. Full count. Matthias Michel, the 6'1", 215, at a Pioneer High. Had that one right back at him, bounced off the mound. Continued on into center field for the first base hit of the day. Now batting number 17, third baseman Connor Barth. So a base hit for the Falcons. Now the first runner on. Shaw looks down, throws, and immediately pops that one into center field. And Vetter out there making the sliding grab for the second out. Now batting, number 17, third baseman Connor Barth, or right fielder Michael Ryan. Let's get that right. Jeez. I just said Connor Barth. I should have known that. Let's see it. We'll try it again. Swing, miss. Okay. Now things are right. Michelle looks down, throws to first. Nothing doing. Kendrick not going too far off the bag. Two outs, top of the first. Hard shot to the shortstop, who make the quick toss over to second for the out. We'll be back bottom of the first here in Rockland. Bottom of the first, Sandy Harriet on the mound for the Falcons. Coming in 10 appearances. 2 starts in those 10 appearances, and has a 2-1 record overall. Pitched 31 innings, the third most on the team for the Falcons. He is the starter today. for this first game, taking on the Wolverines. Going to have Landon Vetter leading off, like usual. He'll be followed by Cody Ferrante, Colin Meyer, Devin Carter, Brady Ranello, Andrew Wasselchuk, Jake Redding batting seventh, Colin Gallagher, Jack Peterson in the 9-hole. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 32, center fielder Landon Vetter. And first pitch to Vetter catches that outside edge, umpire says, and that's strike one. That one a little bit further out. And he is not going to chase it that far. Swing, pops that one up, heading off to the left-hand side, and it looks like it is going to be the third baseman, Connor Barth, who makes the grab for out number one. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 15, designated hitter Cody Ferrante. Ferrante swings on that first one, gets it past the second baseman, and just like the Falcons, second batter gets a base hit. Now batting number 9, shortstop Colin Meyer. Meyer swings on that first pitch and drops it in the left field. Another base hit for the Wolverines, second in a row. And now runners at first and third. Now batting for Sierra College, first baseman Devin Carter. Devin Carter out of Alpha Charter. Back in the lineup at first. Looks at strike one coming across. Alternates that position with Cody Ferrante. Going back and forth. Ferrante steps into the DH role today as Carter comes back to first. Down in the dirt. Handy makes a good stop. Keeps it in front of him. Neither runner attempts to go. 1-1 the count with one out. Again, runners at first and third for Sierra College, who would like to get up on the board first here in this first inning. Pitch just outside, 2-1. Carter with a .291 batting average. Swings, and that one heads for center left. It is going to be caught by the left fielder, Quincy Marlborough. But we're going to call that a sack because runner number one will score, and the Wolverines lead 1-0. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 1, second baseman Brady Ranello. So just the lone runner at first after that sac fly. That pitch going to be high and outside. Swings, pops that one high into center field, and getting underneath it is Rogowski for the out. That'll end the first, but not before the Wolverines take the early lead 1-0. Back here, top of the second inning, Falcons coming up, trying to respond to the one run put up by the Wolverines in the bottom of the first for the lead. Leading off for the Falcons, number 0, left fielder Quincy Marlborough. Marlborough, he'll be followed by Asa Martinez, then Julian Clavel for the Falcons. Swing and a miss. Marlborough out of Del Oro High, just down the road in Loomis, 6 foot, 200-pounder. Good player for the Falcons. Remember him last year, impressive performance. Also spent a summer with the Lincoln Potters. Had a good outing with them. 1-1 the count. That pitch, nice movement on that ball from Michelle. Strike 2. Marlborough coming into today's game with a 326 average. Played in all but one. And that's going to be strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Michelle. Now batting number 12, designated hitter Asa Martinez. It's Martinez, another Del Oro grad. One out, and Michelle getting down to business. Strike 1. Strike 2. Martinez with a 316 batting average for Folsom Lake. Pitch is high. First ball thrown to Martinez. Gets outside, ready, makes the stop. 2-2. Swing, and he'll foul on that one. Says it made contact. So he's going to go on down, hit by pitch, and first runner on here in the second. Now batting, number 34, first baseman Julian Clavel. So Clavel, 6'1", 215, out of Fort Bragg. Coming over from the coast. Inside, that's going to be ball one. Pitch goes to the other side of the plate. A ball nonetheless. That's going to be a strike. 2-1 now to Clavel, the big first baseman. He's got a .435 batting average, but only 7 game appearances. He'll smack that one into left field. The diving attempt, and Wasselchuk cannot make the catch. It will fall. The throw made to third, and it's going to be in time. Getting the lead runner out for the second out of this second inning. So it's going to be a base hit plus. Now batting number 37, second baseman Dylan Green. I mean, it was a nice attempt by Wasselchuk. He was running for it, dove for it, just couldn't get it. Recovered quickly, made a nice throw to third for the out. So the runner at second. Smack down the first base line. That's going to be foul as it drifts over towards the soccer field. Soccer field just to the right of the first base line as we go down. Basically starting about the outfield is where the soccer field starts. Soccer field sitting sideways, adjacent to the baseball field. Michelle looking back, doesn't throw, but instead goes back to home. Pitching a little high, 2-1. Two-one pitch, 2 outs. Just misses outside. 3-1 now. Green swings on that, sending it back to the net here. Dylan Green, 6'0", 190 from Wood Creek High School down in Roseville. Again, you look at the high schools and residences of these two schools, and they look very similar as they both pretty much recruit the same area. Swing, foul. That one's going to be up and over the net as it heads back to the softball field. No game today, so left fielder not in danger. Full count, 2 outs. And strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. Michelle knew it. Runner thought he had a walk. Not going to be the case. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Wolverines lead 1-0. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 25, left fielder Andrew Wasilchuk. Andrew Wasilchuk out of Lincoln High to start things off. That one, umpire says strike 1. Must have caught that outside edge of the white there. That was about as far off as you're going to get for a strike. That one did not catch. 1-1. A little low off the dirt. Ricochets up into the chest protector. Handy makes the stop. 2-1. Whoa! That one definitely off target as it heads for the back of Wasilchuk's helmet. Ducks out of the way, no problem. Pitch just gets away. It didn't look like anything nefarious. 3-1 the count. And that is going to be high and outside. The first walk given up by Uriot. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 36, catcher Jake Redding. Well, the other half of the Lincoln Zebra lineup here for the Wolverines. Yes, indeed. Andrew Wasselchuk and now Jake Redding, both Lincoln grads. As Redding swings, ball goes foul down the third baseline. So Wasselchuk will return to first. Wolverines left one on it at the end of the first, but drove one in off that sac fly from Devin Carter. Redding shows the bunt, pulls it back, swings, sending it into center field, and making the grab for the Falcons, Trajan Rogowski, for the first out. Now batting for Sierra College, number 33, third baseman, Colin Gallagher. Gallagher out of Folsom, steps to the plate. First pitch, going to be ball one. Next one, inside, ball two. Gallagher only with 240 on the season. 17 appearances of the 27 games. Pretty much all of them there at third. On the defensive side. One runner on here in bottom of the second inning. Wolverines lead 1-0. That next pitch outside from Harriet. Had one walk here at the top of this frame. Andrew Wasselchuk, the result, and he is on first base, the only base runner for the Wolverines thus far in the second. But now he is joined by Gallagher, and the chirping resumes. Now batting for Sierra College, right fielder Jack Peterson. Jack Peterson out of Rockland. Looks at ball one, well outside. Not sure if Harriet's a little bit rattled with those two runners on. We'll see if the control can dial itself back in. That one comes back inside, and it's going to be just on the outside edge of the plate. So he looks back to second, checks Wasselchuk. Shortstop dives over and drops the bunt down. And the catcher, Handy, reaches down, comes back up with nothing. And so the bunt works, and that's going to be bases loaded for the Wolverines. Now batting for Sierra College, center fielder Landon Vetter. Back to the top of the order for the Wolverines. Vetter steps up, bases loaded. And Harriet definitely looking, trying to see what's going on with one out. Again, Vetter batting .313 on the season. Slightly less now after the caught foul in his first at-bat today. 1-1. The chirping resumes. Just outside. 2-1. We were talking about it a little bit in between innings, and it is funny because, I mean, you go through the rosters, and both teams are cherry picking the same schools. So these are high school teammates out there competing against one another. Hard hit down the first baseline, gets through. It is going to be base hit plus, score 1, score 2, and he is going to reach second and score 3. 3 RBI double for the Wolverines, who jump out to a 4-0 lead. Now batting for Sierra College, number 15, Cody Ferrante. And it looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound by the coach. And he is immediately grabbing for the ball. You saw him put the hand up in the air. It's time for a new pitcher for the Falcons. Coach Gregory not taking that much of a risk here. You got two teams that are competing for their spot in the Big Eight. Now on the mound for the Falcons, number 24, Andrew Ballantyne. So Andrew Ballantyne steps up, lefty, 6'1", 205 out of Pittman High School in series. Three RBIs in that double. Really, and the last one was kind of a delay as the ball went to second. He turned around and looked, and runner left. Runner had stopped there at third. And then Peterson says kind of a stutter step, then boom, heads for home. He was gone, and the Wolverines have a 4-0 lead. Now batting for Sierra College, designated hitter Cody Ferrante. Sierra bench definitely loud today. Pitch well outside. That's 3 straight balls for Ballantyne. Now, as I recall, because did see him with the Potters this last summer. He's a bounce back from Fresno State. And there's going to be strike one. Or strike two, pardon me. That one popped over to the left-hand side, but it's going to be foul as it heads for the visitor bullpen. Shortstop Cohen Meyer on deck for Sierra. Grounder over to first. And first baseman will walk it out himself. Runner advances, and so Vetter now at third. Now batting for your Wolverines, shortstop Cohen Meyer. Swings, and that one fouled right back to the net. To rewind that, it looked like coming right at the camera here. Next pitch, going to be a little high, 1-1. Landon Vetter, the base runner on third for Sierra. Meyer got a single in his first at-bat today. Nice breaking pitch from Ballantyne. About to say Harriet, but Andrew Ballantyne came in relief here a couple batters ago. Ball gets away from the catcher, Handy, runs back. Vetter stays. Two and two, 2 outs. A little low. Full count. Swing pops that one into shallow right. And right fielder Michael Ryan able to get underneath it for the third out, leaving one on. Wolverines extend the lead 4-0. Leading off the top of the third for Folsom Lake, number 10, catcher John Handy. John Handy in his first plate appearance, leading things off here in the third. Back to the top of the order afterwards, that'll be Trajan Rogowski and Micah Kendrick to kick things off here in this third inning. Matthias Michel. That one just releases way high. 2-0. 2 strikeouts thus far for Michel. And he resumes the strikes. 2-1. Strike 2. 2-2. So it's missing 3 and 2. Michel looking down, checking the wrist. Gonna miss high, and that will be a walk. The first walk of the day given up by Michel. Now batting number 14, center fielder Trajan Rogowski. Had the one hit by pitch. Really the only free base given up by Michel. Allowed the 2 hits. That one's going to drift inside. Second hit by pitch. So now 2 on for the Falcons. And Jake Redding going to go out and have a talk with Michel. Relax, man. You got this. You got this. You got this, man. Now batting number 52, shortstop Micah Kendrick. Kendrick got the first hit of the game today for the Falcons. A little single right up the middle. So 2 on and no outs. Nice breaking ball from Matthias Michel. Going right after it, starting off with strike 1. Showing the bunt, pulls it back last second. Jake Redding with the quick throw back to second. Going after that lead runner, not going to be in time. One and one the count to Kendrick. Again, showing the bunt, drops it down. It goes foul. So Kendrick will come back. He's made the nice effort, and it looks like he is shaking his hand. Not sure if that bunt that he just laid down went off of a finger, but that may be a guess. Made contact, jammed, did something. He's shaking that thing off. Show looking over, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So it goes from laying down the bunt to strike 3. Again, he had a hit in his first at-bat and strikeout in his second. Now batting number 17, third baseman Connor Barth. Barth had popped one up into center. in the first inning. Now with one out and two runners on, he returns to the plate. Michelle sets and deals, going after it, strike one. Pitch got outside. Redding, another great defensive stop for the Wolverines. Connor Barth. Swing and a miss. 1-2. .323 batting average on the season for Barth. Swing and a miss, and that's second strikeout in a row for Michelle. His fourth on the day. Now batting, number 1, right fielder Michael Ryan. Ryan, that Gridley Bulldog, coming to us from the north section. Swing and a miss. .302 batting average on the year for Ryan. Strike two. 0-2 now to Ryan. .22 strikeouts on the year, the most for the Falcons. Michelle would like to up that total. Instead, it's going to be a grounder over to second. The quick throw back to the pitcher covering. It will get out of bounds, throwing it back into the Sierra dugout, and the runners advance, scoring one. First one scores for the Falcons. Now batting, number 0, left fielder Quincy Marlborough. I don't know if you were going to give him that or not. Marlborough with the nice single in right field. It's going to score another. But another run will score, and 2 runs here in the top of the third for the Falcons, trying to close that gap. Now batting number 12, Asa Martinez. Pitch outside. Redding stops it. Runners at first and third for the Falcons. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I'd suppose. I mean, he threw it back. You were almost going to have to call that an error. Yeah. I mean, he was diving for it, so he dove for it, made the stop. Fly out into right, and that is going to end the inning, but not before the Falcons try and close up that gap, who now trail only 4-2. Bottom of the third inning, Wolverines lead this one 4-2. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 20, first baseman Devin Carter. Andrew Ballantyne returns on the mound. He came in relief in the second for the starter, Lariat. Devin Carter out of Alpha Charter comes in. This is his first time, of course, facing Ballantyne. He hit the sac fly in the left, scoring the first run for the Wolverines, putting them on the board. Pitch high and bounces off the glove of Handy. It's the first ball. 1-2 now to Devin Carter. Brady Ranello on deck. He'll be followed by Andrew Wasselchuk. Grounder over to the first baseman, who will run it back himself for out number one. Now batting for Sierra College, number 1, second baseman Brady Ranello. Ranello, Roseville Tigers stepping to the plate. That one must have caught the front corner because calling that strike one. 307 batting average on the year for Brady. Strike two. Flew out to center in his first appearance at the plate. In the first. That pitch high, 1-2. Swings, fouls that one off to the left-hand side. Count remains 1-2. Couple more people walking in. Perfect day. Holy cow, that one just rocketed into left. It is going back, and it's over. Home run. Brady Ranello. And the Wolverines pull into the 5-2 lead. Now batting for Sierra College, number 25, left fielder Andrew Wasselchuk. Home run for Ranello, and that first pitch from Valentine well outside. Jesse saying, nice hit. Yes, it was. That just rocketed off the bat. And you were like, oh my gosh, look at that thing go. Left fielder was still running back. I mean, it wasn't jaw-dropping, just make you look. Nice hit. You can still see the breeze going from right to left as the American flag is blowing out there in left field. Great hit for Ranello with the home run. And then, of course, we bring up the home run guy, Andrew Wasselchuk. He sees a bomb, and now all of a sudden he wants it. He wants another. Home run leader for the Wolverines, Andrew Wasselchuk. Pops that one up, and it looks like it's going to be the first baseman making the grab, Julian Clavel. And yes, indeed, he does. That's out number 2. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 36, catcher Jake Redding. Well, the first pitch to Redding, umpire is going to call that a strike. Again, being very generous with that right side of the plate there, that outside corner. So the pitcher goes right back for it. It's a little bit further outside. Not going to get that one. Swings on that. Strike 2. Redding flew out to center field in his first plate appearance in the second. Next pitch outside. 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Wolverines lead this one 5-2 off the Ranello home run for 1 run this inning. Wolverines have scored in each inning now. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in this inning, the third. Redding drives that one foul off to the right side. Colin Gallagher, the third baseman, on deck. Inside at the ankles, and Redding heads for first. Now batting for Wolverines, third baseman Colin Gallagher. Gallagher swings on that first pitch, sending it to center field. Taking about 2 steps back, 1 step over is Rogowski, the center fielder, and he makes the third out. We're going to go to the fourth. Sierra leading 5-2. Leading off the fourth inning for the Falcons, number 34, first baseman Julian Clavel. So Clavel to be followed by Dylan Green and John Handy, 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Matthias Michel beginning his fourth inning. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Swings, nice drive, and it's going to drop into center right for a base hit for Julian Clavel. That's his second hit. He had a double in his first at bat. Now batting, number 37, Dylan Green. So Clavel only played in 7 games thus far in the season. 28 total games for the Falcons. Not sure if he came off an injury. Swung, popped that one up. And I think you would have to call that an error by the shortstop, Meyer, who just lost sight of it. And then all of a sudden it got back there. So now 2 on for the Falcons. Now batting, number 10, catcher John Handy. Handy drops the bat down, bunts it. Michelle comes up, fields it, throws it to first. Both runners advance. 2 runners in scoring position now for the Falcons with only 1 out. Now batting number 14, center fielder Trajan Rogowski. And pitching coach for Sierra will come out and have a talk with Michelle. And Sierra faces 2 potential runs with only 1 out up on the board. Now we're at the top of the order for the Falcons as Rogowski is up for his bat. He'd popped one up to second in his first at bat and then was hit by a pitch to get on in his second. This is his third at bat today. For the order. Going to sit down. Not worried about Michelle, just simple, strategic. He's been pitching good. So Rogowski comes up. Nice breaking ball for the first strike. Just barely made contact. Umpire saying no. The batter did not move. I mean, roll it back, but he just stood there, didn't move, didn't twist, didn't do nothing. I could see where he could say, hey, you got to make a move. Well, and I'm hearing the Falcon coach, Gregory, as he's telling the umpire to get it correct. Didn't make any move to evade that. So barely touched the uniform, did not really make contact with him. So he is not going to be on. And this is outside for the first ball, 1-2. Again, Rogowski, top of the order for the Falcons. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Coach Gregory, he wanted to see 1 run coming in. At some point, he wanted the bases loaded opportunity. Did he go? No. Umpire checks with the field ump. Michelle checking. Swing, drives that one foul off to the right-hand side. That heads for the soccer field. Michelle going back. Count remains 2-2. Those joining us here in the top of the 4th inning. Wolverines lead this one 5-2, but Folsom Lake at bat with runners at second and third. And their leadoff batter today, Trajan Rogowski, at the plate. Swings, and that one will go foul off to the left-hand side. Count remains 2-2. How many was that? 3 fouls in a row, I think? Losing track. There's the pitch, and once again, Rogowski is swinging. Okay, rewind the tape. I think that's 4 fouls in a row, give or take. Count remains 2-2. Rogowski is determined to swing, and Redding is going to run out, have a quick talk with Michelle. And it looks like there was an issue with his technology. They wear that little signal watch. And it looks like Michelle was having an issue with his, so he's going to take his off of the second baseman, Brady Ranello. So he has one that works. Well, maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. So Ranello does not have one on now, but Michelle will. Two and two the count, 1 out. 5 or 6 fouls in a row, but the count still stays 2-2. That one will drift outside, and Rogowski does not chase it. First time he hasn't swung the bat in a couple of pitches. Mikey Kendrick remains on deck. He's the shortstop going, let me in there. Swing, sends that one into center field. No, I take that back. And it's the second baseman, Ranello, jumping up in the air and making the grab. I thought that was well over his head. My gosh, what a leap. An amazing leap from Ranello, and gets the grab. Now batting number 52, shortstop, Micah Kendrick. Fantastic effort from Ranello. 2 outs on the board now. And that pitch inside. 1-0. Excellent defensive play by Ranello, saving it. 1 run was going to score right there. Hard drive down the first baseline. It's foul. That one down the line. Here's some chirping from the crowd, some Folsom Lake fans in attendance. Kendrick with the first base hit of the day for the Falcons. I'd like to get another one to score a base runner here. 2-1 count. Michelle deals strike 2. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Here on top of the 4th inning. Michelle looking down, checking. Swing, fouls that one. Back to the net. Count will remain 2-2. And strike 3 is called. That's the second strikeout for Kendrick. But we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Wolverines holding the lead 5-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, and we're going to start it off at the bottom of the Wolverines lineup. Number 14, Jack Peterson, the right fielder. He'll lead things off. Then we go back to the top. Landon Vetter and Cody Ferrante, 9-1-2. Leading off for your Wolverines, number 14, right fielder Jack Peterson. Jack Peterson, Rockland Thunder. Let's see, strike one come across. Next pitch, nice breaking ball. That is going to be strike two from Ballantyne. Andrew Ballantyne came in relief of Andy Harriet. One and two. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. Peterson with 13 appearances for the Wolverines in those 27 games they've played. Full count. Pitch drifts outside, and he's nodding at the bench going, yep, thank you for the walk. Now batting for Sierra College, center fielder Landon Vetter. Drops the bunt, and they try and let it roll foul, but instead the ball stops. And you can see it's about 4 inches inside the line. It's not going anywhere. Now batting for Sierra College, designated hitter Cody Ferrante. Two on for the Wolverines, and Ferrante, the big DH, stepping up. Ferrante out of Granite Bay High School. Looks at that pitch well outside, ball one. Next pitch high, 2 balls. Slowing down that pace. Runners at first and second. And takes the big swing on that one for strike one. American flag kind of changing directions as it's drifting out. Looks like it's blowing right out to center field. It was going right to left. Now it's blowing straight away from us. Three and one the count to Ferrante. Pops that one to the second baseman, who holds, nowhere to throw for the out. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 9, shortstop Cohen Meyer. Smacks that one into center field. Getting underneath it and making the grab is Trajan Brigowski for the second out. Now batting for Sierra College, first baseman Devin Carter. Throw made back to second. Not going to be in time. Shortstop covering second, Kendrick. So back. And this time, pitch is going to be made. The outside edge of the plate for strike one. 0-1 count to Carter. Brady Ranello on deck for Sierra. Hit down the first base line, and first baseman himself is going to go over and run that out. So go to the top of the fifth. Wolverines holding that 5-2 lead. Leading off the fifth for the Falcons, number 17, third baseman Connor Barth. Connor Barth flew out to center and struck out in his two plate appearances so far and swung on that first pitch, strike one. Matthias Michel, the starter for the Wolverines. Five strikeouts on the day for Michel. Breaking ball. Does not catch the edge. I thought that was going to get the inside edge. Umpire not giving that. Let's see if he goes the outside. Swing and a miss. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout in a row. For Michel, and the second one in a row for Barth. Now batting, number 1, right fielder Michael Ryan. Ryan got a base hit in his last appearance. Breaking ball comes in a little low for the first ball. I don't see where that one missed. That was tough. 2-0. Rocket shot into center. That's going to drop base hit for Michael Ryan. That's his second hit in a row. Now batting, left fielder Quincy Marlborough. Swings and fouls. It's funny when you look at these guys' music. Marlborough, who played for the Potters over the summer, had the exact same walk-up song as the Wolverines catcher, Jake Redding, playing a little Al Green. Go figure. And I think you get a lot of that. These guys, they go to a different place. They don't hear their walk-up song on the road, but they hear it being played for somebody else. One and one with one out. One runner on first. And Matthias Michel looks down, deals. Foul down to third baseline. Pitch down in the dirt, and the runner caught in the middle. Redding throws to second, catches him, throwing back to first. Great heads-up play by Jake Redding, stopping that runner from going forward, catching him right there in between the bases. Not too complicated a pickle. They just got him. Out number 2. Cranks that foul. Little gift for the softball players behind us when they step out on the field. I'm assuming they're going to go out for practice at some point. Shot into right field, and on the run, making the grab is Jack Peterson for the 3rd out, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Wolverines with the lead, 5-2. Leading off the 5th inning for your Wolverines, number 1, second baseman Brady Brunello. Well, Ranello returns to the scene of the crime after that big rocket home run shot into left in his last appearance at the plate. Not into left, over that left field fence, I should say, just to the left of the scoreboard. Fantastic hit from Ranello. Thing had some serious speed coming off the bat. And there's strike 1, 1-1. Ranello will be followed by Andrew Wasselchuk, the left fielder, then the catcher, Jake Redding. 5, 6, and 7 here in the middle of the order for the Wolverines. Swing, fouls that one straight up and back. As that thing just went up, 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 and kept going. I don't think it's going to reach the sand volleyball courts, but it was headed that direction. Sand volleyball directly behind me. And that's strike 3, the umpire says. Now batting for your Wolverines, Andrew Wasselchuk. Well, the zebra pulls back as that one definitely inside. Swing and miss, 1-2. Well, wait, 1-1. She was. Whoa. Pitch just gets away from Ballantyne. So it sailed way outside. 2-1. Chuck batting .324 on the season so far. There's strike 2, 2-2. Home run leader on the Wolverines with 7 so far in the season. 22 of the 27 games. Down in the dirt. Chuck kind of moves a foot as that one was pretty much headed for the ankles. Full count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning. Again, Sierra leading 5-2. Hard hit, and it gets past the shortstop, Kendrick, for a base hit. Base hit, Andrew Wasselchuk, his first hit of the day. He walked in his first at-bat. Now batting for Sierra College, catcher Jake Redding. First pitch to Redding, outside again, kind of sails. But now 1 runner on and 1 out. New game for Ballantyne as he looks over to first. Swing, and that one heads out to the soccer field. I mentioned the Lincoln Potters a lot because we have a lot of Sierra players that will head over and play for Lincoln in the summertime, playing alongside, Division 1, 2, 3, NAIA, playing against a lot of very good talent over there. But we also see a lot of those same players out of Folsom Lake College. And in fact, 2 of the last 2 Potters head coaches are assistant coaches with the Falcons. And there is strike 3 on Redding. That's the second out for the Wolverines. Now batting for the Wolverines, third baseman Colin Gallagher. So yes, indeed, a lot of talent flowing around between these 2 schools. They recruit the same, and we also have a lot of local talent that we see in the summertime, in summer ball, collegiate summer ball. It's the best thing going. You can't afford those Oakland/Vegas/Sacramento A's, $140 a ticket, whatever it may be. Come out and enjoy some great summer ball. Turns on that, called strike. Jack Peterson on deck for Sierra. Pitch is high. First ball, 1-2. Pitch is low, evens up the count, 2-2. to Gallagher. Seen Gallagher pretty reliably there at third, switching off between him and Nathan Erickson. Got the day off today. Big hopper down to third baseline. That's going to be foul. First two hops were inbound. That last one outside. That was about the time Ballantyne knocked it out. Okay, let's go. Come back, try it again. 2-2, the count remains. 2 outs. Lone runner at first. Wasselchuk base hit. Thought about going. Strike 3. And that will end the 5th. Wolverines hold the lead 5-2. And it looks like we might have a new pitcher coming to the mound for Sierra College. Yes, indeed, a new pitcher. Now on the mound for Sierra College, number 29, Jake Davis. So Jake Davis comes in to relieve Matthias Michel. He pitched the first 5 and will not return for number 6. Six strikeouts on the day for Michelle, giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits as well, or 7. If I can count them up really quick. Yep, 7 hits. Good outing for Michelle. Leaves with a 3-run lead for the Wolverines. After pitching 5. Leading off for the Falcons, number 12, Martinez. Asa Martinez to kick things off. Del Oro High grad just down the road. Called strike. Smack that one. It's going to go into center, making the catch on the slide. Landon Vetter for the first out. Now batting, number 34, first baseman Julian Clavel. So Clavel, 2 appearances at the plate, 2 hits. Got a double and a single so far. Swings. Hits that one foul. Off that big hop off the plate. Comes into today with a 435 average on the season, but again, only playing in 7. 7 of the 28 games that Falcons have played in this far. Falcons 20-8 with an 8-4 conference record. Pitch misses outside. Hard hit. It is high, but it's going to be shallow in left field. Just goes straight up, and Andrew Wasselchuk runs in from left, making the grab and the out. Fly out to center, now a fly out to left. Now batting, number 37, second baseman Dylan Green. So Dylan Green, number 8 batter in the order for the Falcons, faces Davis for the first time. That pitch inside, ball 1. See some Folsom Lake fans in the house. Smack through the gap, and it's going to be a base hit. His second in a row. Got a base hit in his last plate appearance. His second appearance, struck out in his first. Good job for Green. Now batting, number 10, catcher John Handy. So 2 outs, now 1 runner on for the Falcons. And we've reached the bottom of the order. Catcher John Handy walked and then had a little grounder back up the middle. Actually, I take that back. I think he had bunted that right back to the pitcher. Swings and sends that one skyward off to the right-hand side. Foul. Come back, try it again. Handy with a 133 batting average. Only appeared in 9 games of the 29 for Folsom Lake, but making the start today. His 6th start on the season. There's strike 2. Handy out of Wood Creek High School in Roseville. Goes for that, and first strikeout of the day for Davis. And that'll end the 6th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th now for Sierra. Who still lead 5-2. Andrew Ballantyne still on the mound for the Falcons, who came in relief in the second. Starter Andy Uharriet got into some trouble there, and Ballantyne came in relief. Done a pretty good job since. Falcons only scored 2 in the third inning. Nothing else on the board for them. Wolverines put up 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and another one in the third for their 5-run total. Now batting for Sierra College, right fielder Jack Peterson. Well, Peterson to start things off. He'll be followed by Landon Vetter and Cody Ferrante, 9-1 and 2 in the batting order. Next pitch, strike, 1-1. Two and 1. Nice pitch from Ballantyne, just missed outside. Umpires called a lot of those strikes, those ones on the outside edge of the plate. That one missed. There's going to be strike. Full count now to Jack Peterson. This is outside. Peterson with another walk. That's his second of the day. Now batting for Sierra College, center fielder Landon Vetter. Vetter shows the bunt, drops it down, goes foul. We'll come back, try it again. He's attempting to move the right fielder over to second. Vetter, of course, got some wheels himself, speedy center fielder. So if there's someone you think that might bunt. Got those quick outfielders, and he's just showing the bunt, pulls the bat back. Ballantyne having none of that. He's just going to throw straight over to first. Again, showing the bunt, pulls it back, does not swing, but it was the strike. 0-2 the count to Vetter. Vetter with the single in his last at-bat and double the time before that. 2 for 3 today. He hit that big double, scored 3 back in the second inning. That's really been the game for the Wolverines. Ball gets away from Handy, and Peterson heads for second. Runner in scoring position now for the Wolverines. Vetter not showing the bunt. He's going to swing on this one. 2-2 the count. No outs. And the ball again gets past Handy. And so Peterson now at third, just 90 feet away from making it a 4-run game again. Swing, sending that one skyward into left field. Catch is made. The run is off the slide, and Peterson makes it 6-2. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 15, designated hitter Cody Ferrante. Four RBIs on the day after that sac fly. 4 RBIs for Landon Vetter. Off 2 hits. Wolverines lead 6-2, and Ferrante swings and just rockets that one down the right-hand side, going foul. Cody got a single in his first at-bat. Grounded out in his second 2. Turns, that one hits the back. And a hit by pitch. I think that might be, I'm pretty sure that's his first. The first for Andrew Valentine. And looks like we're going to have a timeout as the coach heads out to the field to go talk with Andrew Valentine. And I see a new pitcher coming in from the side, and that is the day for Valentine. Coming to the mound for the Falcons, number 27, Noah Madsen. Noah Madsen out of Wood Creek High School in Roseville. 6'2", 205 freshman righty. Will replace Andrew Valentine here in the 6th inning. Noah Madsen with a 3.29 ERA, 7 appearances for the Falcons. No wins, just 1 loss. 13 total innings pitched, 13.2. Seven strikeouts in those 13 innings. Now batting for Sierra College, shortstop Cohen Meyer. And so Meyer comes to the plate. First pitch for Madsen going to be high, ball 1. Meyer sits atop the Wolverines lineup with a .347 batting average. Playing in 25 of the 27 games for Sierra. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is high, 2-1. Swing, foul, coming back. .347, and he is 1 for 3 so far today. Holding to his average. And holds up, does not swing. Umpire says that one's going to be a strike anyways. Now batting for Sierra College, first baseman Devin Carter. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Two outs, the one runner at first. Takes a step off, does not go, but it's going to be strike to Carter. This is outside, 2-1. Brady Ranello waiting for his chance. Swing sends that one off to the left-hand side. It'll be foul, dropping into the visitor bullpen. Umpire gets brand new load of balls. We'll try it again. 2-2, 2 outs. Noah Madsen on the mound. One more ball. Sorry, missed inside. He was running off thinking I had strike 3, but not so. You know, we see these umpires, they kind of wind up as they give it that third strike call. Did not get the wind up. Instead, that's going to be ball 4. Carter's going to head for first. Now batting for Sierra College, second baseman Brady Ranello. Well, runners at first and second now for the Wolverines with 2 outs. First pitch right down the middle. Ranello just watches after seeing the walk for Carter. Next pitch misses outside. Andrew Wasselchuk on deck for Sierra. Madsen looks back. Throws again outside. Pitch misses low. 3-1 now to Ranello. Had the solo home run shot earlier today. Pitch down in the dirt. So Ranello, another walk. Heads for first. Loading up the bases for the Wolverines, and here comes the big home run hitter. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 25, Andrew Wazelchuk. And you could tell he really wanted to swing on that. Leads Sierra with 7 bombs on the season. Swings a big two-hopper to the shortstop, makes the throw over. It's going to be not in time. Run will score at home. Huge bounce. Shortstop not able to catch it. I mean, there's nothing he could do. Nothing that he is going to do off that big hop. Now batting for the Wolverines, catcher Jake Redding. Whoa, and that one over the hat. Gets away from Handy. Another run will score. 2 runs score. Runners advance. Now to second and third. So with the 2 runs, Wolverines now lead 8-2. 6-run margin, biggest lead of the day for Sierra. Colin Gallagher, the third baseman, sits on deck. Here in the 6th inning. Hard shots, and the shortstop, Micah Kendrick, jumps up, makes the grab for the 3rd out. But we're going to go to the 7th. Wolverines with the lead, 8-2. Jake Davis back on the mound for Sierra College here in the 7th inning. Came in to start the 6th, so this will be his 2nd inning. And we're going to go back to the top of the order for the Falcons. Leading off for Folsom Lake here in the 7th inning, number 14, Trajan Rogowski. Rogowski will be followed by shortstop Micah Kendrick and Connor Barth. 1, 2, 3 here to start off the 7th inning. Swings on that first pitch, sending it to the middle of the soccer field. Pitch catches that outer edge for the strike. 0-2 to Rogowski, the leadoff man today for the Falcons. Reached only by getting struck by a pitch. Grounded out otherwise. Big hopper, and that's going to go over the pitcher's head. The throw is going to be made, but not in time. Just barely beating out the throw. Again, those big hops, and you got to wait for that ball to get back down. Now batting number 52, shortstop Micah Kendrick. So the first hit of the day for Rogowski. Kendrick, who got the first hit of the ball game for the Falcons, struck out 2 times subsequently. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Catches that outer edge. 1-2. Ball gets away. The throw not in time. So a stolen base for Rogowski, the center fielder for the Falcons. Pops that one into right field. It's going to be down there in the corner. He's going to stop it too. Runner will score, and one more on the board for the Falcons, who now trail by 5. Now batting number 17, third baseman Connor Barth. So 2 hits in a row to start off the 7th inning for Folsom Lake. And Connor Barth steps up. Yet to reach today. And a 2-hopper to the shortstop. Throw made. It is going to be in time. Devin Carter jumps up. Keeps it from going past, and first out recorded. Now batting number 1, Michael Ryan. So runner now at third for the Falcons with 1 out. First pitch to Ryan, strike 1. Ryan has 2 singles on the day so far. Swing, tipped it. Strike 2. Pitch outside. Davis looks in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. Second strikeout so far for Davis in 2 innings. Now batting, left fielder Quincy Marlboro. Hard shot to the second baseman, makes the grab, and Ranello will lead us into the stretch. And here we are, middle of the 7th, so it's time to stand up and stretch it out. Sing along, if you would. A 1 and a 2. Take you to the ball game. Take to the crack. Sing it, Brandon. Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Root for the Wolverines. When it's a shame, cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Look at that, we got some people here today. We got a lot of people down there. Now on the mound for the Falcons, number 23, Trevor Billich. And leading off for your Wolverines, number 33, Colin Gallagher. Bottom of the 7th inning. And falling forward. Yeah. So he replaces Madsen. Came in to finish up the 6th inning. Two and 1 the count to Gallagher. Jack Peterson on deck for Sierra. He'll be followed by Landon Vetter. Right down the middle, but a little low, 3 and 1. There's a strike, full count now. Falls outside. That's going to be a walk to start things off for Billich. Now batting for Sierra College, right fielder Jack Peterson. What? Well, we got a pinch runner on first. I didn't see exactly who it was. It looked like 30 maybe. Ball gets away, and the runner heads for second. The mystery runner. Again, Wolverine uniforms do not have the numbers on the front. It looks like 30, which would be Nathan Erickson. Spends a lot of time on third base. I suppose that makes sense. Drops bunt down. Cat. Yes, indeed. Okay. Outs recorded. Sierra coach comes out, says, hey, come and check from the sideways, because is he thinking that the foot came off the bag? Is he stretched out and the splits are right there? No, he's still saying out. The appeal not going anywhere. Now batting for Sierra College, number 32, center fielder Landon Vetter. Well, the bunt laid down and he was sacrificed, but Nathan Erickson is the runner at third now with one out. Pitch outside. Pitch outside. 2-0 now to Vetter. His 2 hits so far on the day, 2 for 4. His last was a sac fly. 4 RBIs for Vetter. Shows the bunt, pulls it back. 3 straight balls. Cody Ferrante on deck for Sierra. 3-0. Pitch well outside. And I don't know if we're going to have a visit to the mound quite yet or not, but now batting for Sierra College, number 15, Cody Ferrante. Runners at first and third for Sierra with 1 out. And the big DH today out of Granite Bay High steps up. Pitch is low. Here's some chirping coming out of the dugouts. Any little time, something's going on with the pitcher. The other team will pile on, no problem. Next pitch also misses outside. Two walks this inning. And Falcons pitching coach comes out to have a talk with Billage. 2-0 count. 4 straight balls the previous batter. Well, it's a sack bunt batter before that. So here we go. 2-0 the count, 1 out. And ball 3. If this was softball, they would be already counting ball 7. A lot of chirping. They're piling on right now. Village is having a tough time just keeping it under control. That one just drifted way outside. Bases are loaded for the Wolverines, and I don't know how much longer they're going to allow this to continue. Now batting for Sierra College, number 9, Cohen Meyer. Meyer grabs a hold of that first pitch, sending it skyward off to the left-hand side. It was foul, but that was headed for Sierra College Boulevard. That was just going. Placer Hillman grad. Next pitch, high. 1 for 4 so far today. But I'm quite sure every one of these batters have no problem sitting back and taking the walk. If they're going to give you a base, you just let them. Two and one the count. He wanted to go. It was ball 3, though. Right up there on the top side of the zone. See the Folsom Lake coaches looking at the roster. He swings on that one, sending it straight up. It's the shortstop coming in, Kendrick, with the second out. Now batting for Sierra College, first baseman Devin Carter. Bases loaded for the Wolverines, leading 8-3. And the first pitch from Billich, unable to get it back down. Next pitch misses outside. And that one hit by pitch. That will hit him there on the leg and scoring a run for Sierra, who now lead 9-6 or 9-3. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 1, Brady Brunello. Inside, I don't think it hit him. He kind of dove back out of the way. If he would have stayed, it would have hit him in the back of the shoulder, I think. 1-0. Again, bases loaded for Sierra. 2 outs. Sees the strike. A new sight. Village is happy for that. 1-1, 2 outs. Andrew Wasselchuk on deck for Sierra. Strike 2 gets that one across. Drives it right back up the middle. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second. So a 2-run single for the Wolverines. Now batting for Sierra College, left fielder Andrew Wasselchuk. Runners at first and second. And Wasselchuk sends this one shallow right field. It drops. Did he call that foul? Did I miss something? It looked like it dropped about 6 foot inside the line, didn't it? Okay, I'm missing something. Apparently not. Okay. It looked, I don't know. I see a line out there, and it looked like it was 6 foot inside the line to me. I don't know. All right. I'm up in the booth. The umpire's standing on the line. Oh, and 1 the count. 2 outs. Next pitch, high to Wasselchuk. 1-1. I thank you. That I don't know. Look to me, I'm sitting here and it's like, what did I just see? Swings and misses 1 and 2. And sadly on the video, yeah, it looks like video is cut off right out there. The width of the camera kind of cuts off right there at the edge of the dirt going down the first and third base line. And that one just gets away from Bilic again, off of Wasselchuk. And so another hit by pitch, and he will head down to first. Yep. Okay, we're not gonna start that one up just yet. It looks like you're gonna go ahead and call Bilic. A tough time. Definitely a tough inning. Folsom Lake side of the crowd still giving them the round of applause. He was battling out there, just could not get anything to get in. Is tough control, just one of those bad days. He battled. Now on the mound, number 45, Axel Holtz. Well, the 8 batters that Bilic faced gave up 3 walks, hit 2 of them, and gave up 1 hit. Now batting for Sierra College, catcher Jake Redding. Catcher Redding steps to the plate, bases loaded, 2 outs. Wolverines leading this one 11-3. That pitch inside, ball 1. 8-run lead, the biggest gap of the day for Sierra. And tough way to start it out, but he will be hit. And 1 more run will walk in. Pinch hitting for your Wolverines, number 30, Nathan Erickson. And another hit by pitch, if I can keep the scorebook correct. Now batting, number 14, Jack Peterson. Well, this is Peterson's second at-bat this inning. Erickson had come in as a pinch runner at first, replacing Colin Gallagher, who that one gets away and simply back off. They will stay. They're not going to run. Wolverines leading 13-3. Ball gets away. 1 more run will score. An 11-run lead now, 14-3 for Sierra. Down the middle for the strike, 2-2. Holtz, 6'3", 210 from West Campus out of Sacramento, West Sac. Full count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 6 runs scored this inning. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Not sure what was in the singing voice, but clearly somebody was inspired. And the strikeout will end this one. Go to the top of the 8th. Wolverines lead 14-3. Leading off the 8th inning for the Falcons, pinch hitter Jake Moreau. Well, the 11-run lead, and we're going to start to see some changes, dramatic changes, as Moreau fouls that one off to the left-hand side. Dylan Schmidt on the mound, a little two-hopper to the shortstop, makes the throw in time and out. Pinch hitting for the Falcons, number 35, Sam Ferguson. So strike 3-1 now to Ferguson. Swing and a miss. Full count now. Ferguson listed as a first baseman. I'm assuming he's going to slide into first. And cranks it. Oh, beautiful leaping grab. Does not look like Brunello, and so that will be somebody else. Pinch hitting for the Falcons, number 18, J.J. Menacini. Menacini swings, fouls that one back to the net. Gets that one past the second baseman, and a base hit for J.J. Menacini. Pinch hitting for the Falcons, number 48, Keith Shelton. So a wholesale change for the teams. Ball comes in low. Is that 1-0? I think so. 1-0. Pitch from Schmidt. Oh, one hopper right back to the pitcher. He grabs it, makes the toss for the out. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Wolverines way out in the lead, 14-3. Leading off the 8th inning for your Wolverines, center fielder Landon Vetter. So here we are, top of the 8th, or bottom of the 8th, and well, we've got lineup changes everywhere. We'll try and catch you up as soon as I get caught up. 2-0 the count. Elijah Ream now on the mound for Folsom Lake at a Foothill High School. Outside of Reading. Palisadro, as I recall. He's listed as Reading. East side of Reading. Next pitch catches that outside edge of the plate. 3-1. Swings, sending that one skyward to shallow center. That is going to be a catch. Making the grab, number 16. It's Christian Cochran out there in center. Pinch hitting for your Wolverines, number 8, Kimo Walensky. And there's strike one to Walensky, 1-1. Walensky out of Kailua, Hawaii. Drives it to the second baseman, makes the throw over in time for the out. Pinch hitting for Sierra College, number 6, Mateo Castro. First pitch to Mateo, going to be just outside, ball 1. That one catches 2-1 now to Castro. Castro swings and another strike. That is it. Be back top of the 9th. Pitch hitting for Folsom Lake, number 16, Christian Cochran. Christian Cochran out of Oak Ridge High up in El Dorado Hills. Stepping in, he was playing center field, but this is his first at-bat. Umpire calls strike 1. Again, top of the 9th inning. Wolverines leading this one 14-3. Eden Purvis on the mound here in the 9th for Sierra. Swings. 1-2. So it's foul. Again, this game was moved back a day because of yesterday's rainstorm. Tomorrow's game on the road at Folsom Lake College, still on schedule, and then we'll be back on Friday here at Sierra College. Friday's game, I believe, scheduled for 2, but I think we're going to stay on that schedule. We'll find out. Of course, follow social media. Check out the Wolverines on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. If there's any change in game time, usually posted there. Smack to shortstop. The throw made. It's long, but it's in time. And the out to lead things off. 6-3 for the first out of the 9th inning. Bench hitting for the Falcons, number 41, Austin Ford. Tyler Allen, another pinch hitter, on deck for Folsom. Little golf shot to the third baseman. Long throw over by Erickson. And that's the ball game. And by a final score of 14-3, the Wolverines take game 1 of the series over Folsom Lake. Once again, fans, be sure to follow the Wolverines on the road tomorrow. Game 2 will be played at Folsom Lake, and then we're going to be back here on Friday, Game 3. And, of course, be sure to follow social media for any changes to game time, any changes to schedule. We appreciate all of you for turning out today and supporting your Sierra College Wolverines and any of the fans that may have made the trip over from Folsom to support their Falcons. We appreciate your support of junior college baseball here in Northern California. Your final score, 14-3. Game 1 goes to the Wolverines, and we will see you on Friday. Well, thank you, friends, for joining us on the live stream. We'll see you once again Friday, 2 p.m. We thank you all. Bye-bye.